Boombox on blast, says Ox. Sorry, just getting everything set up over on YouTube as we get ready for AMX with the Pro 2's here. Just the trim Pro 2's.
What happened?
We're running this. Days back, we were running this at Bar world record.
What's up,
really
Manuel? What's up, buddy? Zach, thank you for the share. Appreciate it.
I think they should put me in a Pro 4.
Appreciate it.
We need them, buddy. Go get one. You probably know enough to go up there to that one.
Just about done with practice here, getting ready for tonight's main event as these guys are wrecking. About 30 seconds left. Make sure you guys get those likes and shares out there. Nick, thank you for like. Red, thank you for like. AMX, thank you for the like. Getting jiggy with it. I don't like this one. It's kind of lame. As we get, that don't matter. We are done with that. We go over here and shut it off as we get ready for heat race number 1 here at Bark River. Starting on the pole here in heat race number 1. It is going to be Colton Buchanan. Starting in that second position, we got Kyle Knott. Got Cody Harrelson starting in that number 4 position, followed by Noah Sanders. Starting in the 6th position is going to be James Burke. And 7th, Brett Smith, Braden.
All right, just a reminder, everybody. 4 laps here, top 4 advance.
And Nathan in that number 9 and final position as we get ready for some green flag racing. Looks like Nathan Davis does not grid up. There it is. It fixed itself. Let me go ahead and get that heat line up for you guys here tonight. Going to be top 4 transferring out of tonight's heat race this year. And we'll see what it does for the consies. Couple guys missing. Our top 3 have not showed up here tonight. Let's see if it changed. Did anybody show up late? I do not see our top 3 at points in the server here tonight. So it looks like we might have a new winner, maybe even a new points leader after this one. As we wait for these guys to roll off, waiting on that green flag. Rock and roll, Ward. Rock and roll, Ward. Wow, that's a mouthful. Green flag is out. Buck's going to get a nice shot out the hole. Kyle in second. Noah trying to fight for the number 2 position. Contact. Kyle goes for a big roll. He's going to end up on a lip. We got a turtle already. Out front's going to be good old Buck as he's trying to drive away from the field. Noah Sanders second. Followed by Brett Smith, Cody in that 4th and final transfer spot. James Burke trying to reel him in as it looked like there might have been a little bit of contact between him and Braden. Not 100% sure as we got a battle for the pole in the B main here. James Burke currently has it. Braden trying to get it. Good luck. What's up, Greg? Here comes Braden trying to get to the inside, almost make contact with Burke. Burke's going to be able to get out in front as these guys move to the line. Buck leading the way as Noah is closing in on him in that number 71. Could Noah be the winner here tonight? Could Buck steal a victory in the 202 tonight? Here comes Noah Sanders digging in. He's going to get a little loose out the turn. He's going to lose a little bit of ground on Buck as they come to complete lap number 1 here in just a few more corners. Buck on a roll. Just bucket. Bucket, everyone. Bucket. Buck's going to lead it to the line. He's going to lead lap number 1 as Noah closes in on that back bumper. Buck gets a good run out of the corner. He's going to get a little bit of space, about a car length between him and second place. He's going to shoot wide. That's going to open up the door for Noah. Drag race into the turn. They make contact. Oh, big hit for Noah. Noah's able to keep it straight, but Brett's going to get around him. Noah's going to get Brett a bump as he stays in the gas. Back in that third position, trying to roll his way back up to the front as we get a battle transfer spot. And all over the back bumper of Cody. Here comes Burke looking down low. Cody's going to push it hard through the corner. Keep that number 4 position. Can he hold on as Burke is putting on the pressure? Cody's going to give himself a little bit of breathing room as we go back up to the front. Brett Smith going to take the lead. We got a new race leader contact. But new race leader is going to be Brett Smith. Buck back to second. Noah Sanders at third. Brett's going to lead a lap number 2 halfway through heat race number 1. Brett gets the berm a little bit. That's going to cost him a little bit of time. Buck's going to try and take advantage as we race heat race number 1 here tonight. How many heat races is it going to give us? Let's take a look. Looks like we're going to have 3 heat races here tonight. As here comes Buck up underneath Brett. He's got Noah in tow. Drag race into the left-hander. Brett's going to keep that number 1 spot. Buck continuing to work up Noah. Looking for that number 2 position. Noah's got some speed. He's going to try and get around Buck. No contact made. He's going to take that number 2 spot. Put Noah Sanders in that number 2 position. Can he reel in our leader now? He's got the speed. Does he have the skill to get around our leader? Dustin, thank you for the like. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Pretty quiet here right now as these guys are single file. Working their way to complete lap number 3. Looking for that white flag this time by. Make sure you guys get those likes and shares out there. Let's get some people up in the stream as Brett leads it. Noah, Colton, Cody, those are your top 4 so far going to tonight's feature if it stays this way. White flag is out. Pressure starting to build again for the number 2. Oh, Buck's going to take a bad bounce. He's going to lose a little bit of ground. Cody's going to swing wide. Here comes Braden in that number 53 trying to take that final transfer spot. Here's the question. If he can use it, will he use the bumper to move Cody out of the way? Got behind him. Come on, Ward. Right? Ward's trying to work, but he's got Burke up underneath him. That's going to cost him a little bit of ground as Brett leads the way. Cody putting the pressure on Colton. Cody looking for a little bit of cushion, trying to get around that number 202 Buck. There is no track map here, so I can't use that. As they come out the final corner, it's going to be Brett Smith with the win, followed by Noah Sanders, Buck, and Cody. Going to your feature as Burke is going to get the pole for the B main. Oof. Braden gave it all they had. Oh, nice, 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 Roger. What's up, Roger? What's up, Roger? All right, so heat race number 1 is in the books. We're going to be looking for heat race number 2. How's everybody doing tonight? As it's about 11 o'clock, 11:03 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Get a little bit late for some of us. As it's going to be Vandenbush starting on the pole here in heat race number 2. Daniel in that number 2 position, Paul in third. It's going to be Matt Bennett in that number 4 position, Cohen Attar in that 5th spot, Nick Nowak 6th, Cody, the other Cody, Winnicky in 7th, and Franklin's going to round out the field in that 8th position. Nice, nice. 24 or 2304. Well, isn't it 2204 for you, Roger? All right, we're gonna be looking for the green flag. We're gonna jump on here with Franklin, because if anything interesting is gonna happen, it's gonna happen around that 110 as they look for the green flag this time by. Looking for that green flag. When are they gonna fire them off? Green flag is out as Vandenbush gets on the gas. Here comes Franklin, trying to get a couple spots. He gets into the door, Nick. As they head into the turn, it's gonna be big dig content. They're gonna try and get it single file. Vandenbush leading the way. We got a big battle for that number 2 spot. Oh my God, it is Crazy 3 wide. Coming to start lap number 1. Daniel and Matt battling for that number 2 spot. Daniel's going to keep it. Here comes Matt up underneath. Paul's pushed back to 4th. We got Winicky sticking his nose in there. He's trying to take that number 4 position. What's up, Nick? Go Cody, says Greg, as we got a drag race for that number 4. We got contact. This Cody gonna get in the back of Paul. That's the battle for that 4th and final transfer spot, as it looks like Franklin has issues. Oh no, as we go back to the 4th place battle. Oh, Paul's gonna send it in. Matt misses the corner. They're gonna slip through. We got Winicky into a transfer spot as Paul has to give up a spot and some time for cutting the course. So Winicky is going to move up to that 3rd position as Vandenbush trying to drive away. Daniel 2nd, Cody and Paul are your top 4. Here comes Cohen, looking to bust his way into that top 4, just outside of it as it stands right now. Coming to complete lap number 1, it is going to be Vandenbush leading as Daniel, Cody, and Paul as your top 4. We got Cohen all over the back of Paul as we watch, or is that it? Yeah, Paul. As we watch this battle, Paul in that 177. I think I'm backwards. Hold on. Paul's that one. Okay, so Cohen and Matt Bennett going at it. Matt Bennett all over the back of Cohen, putting the pressure on for that number 5 position. Top 4 single file. We're watching the battle here as these guys duke it out. Matt trying to get around Cohen. Cohen making that thing as wide as it gets. He's going to swing it out. Here comes Matt looking down low. Matt's going to get up and now and gets the burn. He gets the burn but keeps it straight. What a dig on the outside as Matt takes the long way around. He's going to take that number 5 position. What a run by Matt as he made a mistake earlier, lost a couple spots, made a big move to get back into that number 5 position, but is looking to go to the Conti here tonight. Back up to the front, Vandenbush leading the way. He's got a 2-second lead over Daniel as Winicky is trying to reel him in that 3rd position, looking for 2nd. Paul in a nice comfy spot in 4th as Matt Bennett is trying to chase him down as they got 2 laps to go. Bennett's gonna miss the corner. Bennett misses the corner. He was gaining on Paul, misses the corner. That's gonna cost him. He's back 2.5 seconds now from 4th. Cohen trying to reel him back in, looking for that battle for that number 5 position. Matt's trying to buckle down and drive back away. As we go back up to the front, Vandenbush leading the way. Daniel 2nd, Winicky 3rd, Paul in 4th. Yes, I did say that. I gotta mess with him. Top 4 gonna transfer as it looks like Paul is just inside. Oh no! Nowak having more issues. As we see it down at the bottom of the screen, Nowak is struggling here tonight in that 8th position. Actually looks like a close battle for last. As Vandenbush looks to get the white flag as he comes across the line. 1 lap to go for Vandenbush. We got a battle now starting up for that number 2 spot as Winicky has reeled in Daniel. Battle for 2nd on the last lap. Can Winicky take it away? I can't believe we happened to find 2 Codys that couldn't. Now I really got your attention. What's up, Kerry? Battle for that number 2 spot. Cody putting the pressure on, a little bit over rotation there. They're going to keep it straight. Can Cody find his way around? He's got about a half a lap to do it. He's going to set it in, get on the brakes. He gets up underneath, he gets the burn. He bicycles it. Good thing Daniel was there because he was going over. Daniel gets a little bobble there. Cody's got to back out of it, let him catch it. Here comes Cody putting the pressure back on. Got about a quarter lap left here. As Cody continues to put the pressure on that number 33 of Daniel. Cody trying to dig up underneath. Will they make contact as they come through the final couple corners? Daniel trying to hold on. It's going to be Vandenbush with the win. But who's going to get second? Daniel nails that section of the track. He's going to get that number 2 position. Cody third. Paul's got pressure as Matt has caught him. But it's going to be Paul in that 4th position. Good racing there. And they are pretty fast. The Pro 2s are fast. All right, what a heat race as Matt Bennett is going to go off to the consi here tonight. And we are going to jump into our third and final heat race here in just 1 second. There it is. Let's go ahead and hit up tonight's starting lineup. Starting on the pole here in heat race number 3. It's going to be Brock Smith, followed by Jeff Ives. Starting in that number 3 position is going to be Austin Bolson. We got the Dirty Plum starting in 4th. Zachary in 5th. Alexander Good in 6th. Going to be Steve Harwood in that number 7 position. And last but not least, AMX's favorite driver, it's going to be Lance Elkins. Getting ready for 4 laps here in heat race number 3. 4 laps here. What's up, David? How are you? Who is going to win heat race number 3, guys? What's your prediction? What do you think? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. They're trying to keep it straight. These bumps are absolutely brutal. They didn't have enough people for the street stock race or the broadcast. This is a league. It's definitely a league, Kerry. That was great, Red. Looking for the green flag. Green flag is out as Brock gets on the gas. The Dirty Plum's going to fall into second as Austin and Alexander battle it out for that number 3 position. Lance is coming through. He's going to make contact. Oh, Zach misses the turn, pushes off. He's going to go to the back of the pack. He makes contact with Lance as he gets smacked around. Looks like Steve Harwood in that number 7. He's up to that 4th position as Alexander Good tries to fight him as Plumley is going for the lead on Brock Smith. Plumley trying to work his way around that number 46 of Brock Smith. Has to get back in line. Going to try and cut up underneath him. Will they make contact? They stay off each other. Here comes Plumley. Is he going to get that lead away before they get to the start-finish line? Or, I think they already got to it. Yeah, I get that, David. Trying to figure out, we're probably not doing anything for the actual Fulton, city of Fulton until fall or something. We're trying to figure that out. But Plumley to the lead. Brock Smith, Austin. Brock Smith cuts the course. That's going to cost him a time penalty, and Zach has somehow raced his way back up into a changing spot. He is looking for more than that as he makes a little mistake there, trying to find his way around Brock. He's going to dig up underneath. It looks like it's going to be Plumley leading lap number 1. We got Plumley out front digging. As that is Greg's pick as they come across the complete lap number 1. Austin in 2nd. Brock 3rd. Zach in 4th. Zach looking for more than 4th position as the Dirty Plum has spun out. He is facing the wrong way. That's going to give Austin that number 1 position, and Lance is now in the feature. Chris Plumley making a massive mistake. Let's go take a look and see what happened to him here. That is unfortunate for the Dirty Plum. What happened to him here? Did he just miss the corner? Oh, ooh. Wow, it just kind of twisted funny on him. He gets backwards and he's going to lose a ton of spots due to that mistake. Austin out front. Brock Smith second. Zach in third. Lance in fourth. Zach putting the pressure on Brock as he almost makes big contact. They keep it alive. Here comes Zach underneath. He's going to use the door, route him up to try and take that number 2 position. Smith doesn't like it. He gives him a bump back. But Zach is going to take that spot away as Brock makes a big mistake through that section. Lance is going to get around. Brock is running mad right now as Zach used him up to get around him. He's trying to get up underneath Lance. Battle for that number 3 position. We're going to keep an eye on the battle for the lead. Can Zach take the win? He's got about 1 3/4 of a lap to do it. Lance has successfully moved into that 3rd position and Brock is falling back in that number 46. Plumley working his way back up. Does he have enough time to way back into this one? It's going to be awful hard. He's got about 2.7 seconds back from that position. Austin leading it as Zach is all but there. There he is as he looks up underneath the leader. Zach looking to take the win as Brock has an issue. Brock has an issue. He's off the track. Zach's going to take the lead as he slides Austin. New race leader, the number 56 of Zach, as they close in on the last lap. Right? Zach takes the lead coming across the line. It's going to be 1 lap to go. Top 4 going to transfer. Plumley has made his way in. He's passed his way back up into that 4th position. Back up front, Zach continues to lead Austin second, Lance in third, the Dirty Plum back in a transfer spot. About 7/10 of a lap left for our leader. Can he keep it clean? We see Plumley make a mistake. That doesn't happen very often. Looks like Zach could win this one, but we're not going to be premature on that call. A little bit. We don't need any premature issues here. As Zach continues to lead Austin second, Lance in third, Chris Plumley in fourth. Just a few more corners for our leader. Can he keep it straight? Zach coming up through the field in convincing style after the bobble. On the start, got to come from the back, up to the front. Checkered flag is out. Give that W to Zach as he comes across the line. Austin second. Lance comes home third. The Dirty Plum in that 4th position. Everybody rooting for Lance there as we get ready for the consies. Let's see how many consies it's going to give us. It's going to give us 2 consies. Maybe, yes, no. 2 consies, 4 people going from each one. Oh, Steve got removed. All right, let's hit up heat race number 1. Starting on the pole here tonight is going to be James Burke out of the C main looking for a transfer. Going to be Jeff Ives in second, Cohen in third. Kyle Knott in that 4th position, followed by Brock in 5th and Franklin in that 6th position. 4 laps here in the C main. And then 4 laps in the B main. Then we're going to get a warm-up, get ready for tonight's feature here as James Burke is going to look to take the victory here tonight. Jeff Ives takes the EOL. I don't know if that was by choice or for a reason. But Ives takes that EOL. They're going to run it like a Delaware start. He's going to lead it. Everybody else side by side. When's he going to fire off? looking for that green flag. Nose to tail, side by side, looking for the green here tonight. Who's going to take the win in the C-Main? Wallace Moody, thank you for the sub over on YouTube, appreciate it. As the green flag is out, Burke leads it, Cohen second, Kyle third, Brock, oh, they're 3 wide for third. Franklin's gonna muscle his way in. Oh, he gets contact. Kyle's gonna dig back underneath. Franklin goes to the back. These guys are beating and banging for that number 4 position. Kyle has it. Here comes Jeff looking to the outside. A little bit of contact between him and Kyle. Here comes Franklin looking to race his way in as they start lap number 1. Big contact here. They're turning around and oh my God, Franklin able to navigate his way through it and not get caught up in it. Burke leads the way as Cohen right behind him. Brock Smith, Franklin in that 4th and final transfer spot. Jeff Ives trying to catch him. Kyle not in that 6th position. Let's go back up to the front as Brock is putting the pressure. Here comes Cohen looking low. Up underneath. Burke almost gets into him. They're going to keep it straight. Here comes the battle for second. First, 3 wide. 3 wide for the lead. 3 wide for the lead as Burke gets shuffled out. As Brock is trying to muscle his way in, but Cohen has it. Brock's going to get the berm slide out in front of Cohen. Cohen's going to try and dig back underneath. Here comes Burke. These guys getting physical in the C-Main. Battling it out here for that number 1 spot. Brock Smith has it. James Burke and Cohen side behind him for that number 2 spot. Cohen's going to fall back to 3rd. All right, it's calmed down a little bit. Let's go check out Franklin. He is all by himself. Jeff Ives trying to reel him in. Kyle not way back in that number 6 position. Back up to the front. No one really going anywhere, but Cohen trying to put the pressure on Burke. Haven't checked that kick. Probably over there watching, but if you're around kick, say hello. Say hello. No one is watching on kick. Got 6 people over on YouTube. Make sure you smash that like button over there. As we watch the Just the Trim Pro 2's here. Austin, thank you for the like. Appreciate it. As we work lap number 2. Pretty quiet right now. Everybody's single file coming across halfway this time by as Brock Smith comes to the line. He's going to get 2 to go. A little bit of bobble. He's going to disappear. Burke all over the back of him when he appears. Coming across the line. 2 laps to go as Burke looks for the lead. They're both sliding all around. Tire wear could be playing a role here. Not 100% sure. Cohen trying to dig in. Will he use the bumper? Or sorry, Burke trying to dig in. Will he use the bumper on Smith? So far, so good. These guys keep it single file. Will there be a pass for the lead with 1.5 laps left here? Burke is all over Cohen as it looks like Franklin had an issue and Jeff Ives now in the final transfer spot. Back up to the front for the battle for the lead as they got about 3/10 of a mile, 3/10 of a track left to go for that white flag. Burke putting the pressure on Smith. He wants to win this C-Main. Couple more corners and a white flag to go. As they come out the final corner, white flag is out as they're side by side for the lead. 1 lap to go. Oh, contact. Burke goes around. Brock trying to save it. Cohen's going to take second. Burke's going to get it back the right way. They had a big lead. Jeff Ives in that 4th position. Burke trying to get it going so he doesn't have to worry about losing it. As here comes Cohen looking for the lead in the C-Main. What an exciting C-Main we've had here. Will Cohen use the bumper looking for the win here tonight? We are going to find out. Cohen trying to dig in here, loses a ton of ground. Too much gas right through there. Loses a ton of ground on the leader. Brock Smith leads the way. Cohen second. Burt and Ives are your top four. Franklin will be the first person going home if this is how it ends. Smith gets way sideways. That brings Cohen back in. Does Cohen have anything for that number 46? We're about to find out. Couple more corners to go. Oh, he gets into the back of him, gets him sideways, but Smith throttles through it. He's almost in the clear. He pulled out to a bigger lead. As he comes out the final corner, it's going to be Brock Smith winning the C-Main. No, I almost called it too soon. He did win it. Cohen second, Burt and Ives going to the feature. Oh my God, I almost fucked up and called it. Holy cow. Let's see how close that was. 0.054 as Brock just about stepped on it, coming to the line. Whew. All right, let's get ready for the B main. Ooh. Sorry, guys. It is getting late. A little bit of a yawn. All right. Starting on the pole is going to be Matt Bennett. Braden in that number 2 spot. Alexander Good starting at third. Nick Nowak will start in that 4th position. Steven is not in the server anymore. And Nathan Davis rounding out the field, but he is not in there. So all 4 are going to transfer to the feature. All 4 of these drivers transfer to the feature in the B main. I guess the biggest question now is which one of these drivers are going to be our B main warrior here in the Justin Trim Pro 2's here tonight. We're about to find out. We are about to find out. All right, so Matt Bennett and Braden on that front row, but I gotta say, well, Bennett was real quick, but so was Braden, so I don't know who I want to pick here, but I was gonna say Nowak, but I can't even say he's a shoo-in. This could be a great battle for the win in the B main, even though everybody transfers. We're gonna go ahead and just take this one down, because it don't matter. These guys are all going. Green flag is out as Matt Bennett gets a massive jump. Alexander Good in second, Braden back to third, Nowak in 4th. Ooh, Alexander almost gets that inside wall as Braden almost nudged it down as Nowak looks for his way around in that 145. Contact coming to the line to start lap number 1. Lap number 1 started officially as Alexander is going to miss that corner. Here comes Braden on the outside trying to take advantage. He's going to take that number 2 spot, but here comes Alexander fighting back on the inside. Side by side for the number 2 spot as Matt Bennett pulls away. It's going to be Braden up second, Alexander third. Nowak trying to find that number 3 spot, currently in 4th. What a battle for second right now. Oh, Braden's going to make a little mistake. Here comes Nowak digging to the outside. Nowak looking for the lead. Nowak's going to swing wide. Braden's going to defend. A little bit of contact maybe there as Nowak looks for the number 2 spot. Here comes Nick. He's going to take it as they come in through the last couple corners. It's going to be Matt Bennett leading lap number 1. Nowak in second. Braden third. Alexander Good in that 4th spot. Make him third as he gets around Braden. Braden's going to fall back to that number 4 position. No problem here. Worst thing is he starts at the back of tonight's feature. As everybody's going to make it in this one. But look at this. Matt Bennett with a 4.5 second lead over Nowak. Alexander Good in third. Braden in fourth. Who's going to win this B main here tonight? Who's going to be our B main warrior? It's looking like it's going to be Bennett as it stands right now, as the battle for third continues to go on, as Alexander gets a bad bobble. That's going to get Braden a ton of room in that number 3 spot. Everybody pretty spread out. As it stands now, Nowak is definitely closing in on the leader, but it is not enough time, as they're going to get 2 to go this time by. 2 laps to go. I don't know if he's got enough time. Let's see what the lap times look like at the line. Nick is going to be a half a second quicker than our leader, but he's 4 seconds back. That's not going to be enough to get there. He's got to figure out how to get about 2 seconds a lap in order to catch our leader, but I will say second and third, both faster, as Braden is about a half second faster than Nick that last lap. Bennett's going to continue to lead. Nick in second as they have about a lap and a half left. And the B main, Matt Bennett continues to lead. But being out front doesn't guarantee your win, as we watch Plumley make the mistake earlier. Matt Bennett just has to be smooth and maintain that lead, or minimize the loss of it. Here comes Matt Bennett out the final corner. White flag is out as he comes to the line. 1 lap to go. 1 lap to go for Matt. Nick in second. Braden third. Alexander Good in that 4th position. Coming across the line, taking a look at those lap times. Still about the same. It looks like it's a 0.6 of a difference faster by Nick, but that's not enough to catch him. Braden about a half second faster than Nick. I think he's too far back too. Everybody faster than the leader that last time by. But Matt Bennett has the lead here tonight. Let's go jump on board with him as he finishes up his final lap. Can he take the win here? That's not what I want. That is definitely not what I want. We'll jump in the cockpit. Get an idea of what it is like to drive this 233 as he looks to close the deal here in the B main. Just a couple more corners and a checkered flag on board with Matt Bennett. 1 more turn, checkered flag in the air. Matt Bennett is going to take the win here in the B main. Nowak second, Braden third, and Alexander Good in that 4th spot. That is the B main, and these guys are going to get to come out and go in for a 5-minute warm-up. So 5-minute warm-up coming up, guys, as these guys are going to take the track and do a couple laps. All right, guys, I'm going to put some music on for you, let you jam out a little bit, and I'm going to go get a drink. How does that sound? we got about a minute and a half left here in practice as we get ready for tonight's main event. Who's going to win here tonight? Who do you think is going to be? Let me know in the chat as we're going to have, about 20, let's see, the 20 truck taking battle, going to battle here tonight for our 13-lap feature. If you haven't been here before, you guys need to know you're in for a treat. They're going to go 6 laps, throw that yellow flag, not literally, but they stop after they finish that lap. They're going to re-rack and re-stack them. If they have 1 lap down, they're allowed to get a lap back. If they had 2 laps down, they're allowed to get 1 lap. Other thing here is, are they going to get to take tires at that halfway? Will anybody decide to stay out? Tire wear, definitely a factor here tonight with the new dirt model. So it'll be interesting to see if anybody takes advantage to get tires here at the halfway point. Might gamble and stay out. Gas.
All right, everybody. Just a reminder that the trucks on track here is pretty tight from those things, especially in the first couple corners there. Be patient, long race.
We got about 10 seconds left
also,
here as we get ready
tonight is
for
hopefully in draft
main event.
So they'll get an EOL. Everybody just move forward respectfully.
Who's ready?
We also will get
Who's ready for the
EOL
Just the Trim
actually
protein
start 19
here
selection,
tonight?
which is fine with that. So.
Let me know in the chat as that is going to be the end
And also a
of
reminder
the
to start will
warm-up.
be on Brent. Start
What's
restart
up,
zone.
Josh Smith?
From
What's up,
caution
buddy?
is
Thank
on
you.
left step.
Thank you
Either
for the
take
like.
left step.
Okay, let's go ahead and get up tonight's starting lineup. Starting on the pole here tonight. Remember, there is going to be at least one person taking an EOL, one of the top 3 from last week. It's going to be Brett Smith starting on the pole, followed by Vandenbush in second. Zachary Dravigan's going to start in that number 3 spot. Best 3rd place interview in the business. Noah Sanders starting in 4th. Daniel in 5th. Austin Bolson's going to start in that number 6 position, and good old Buck in 7th. Winnicky in that 8th position. Lance in 9th. Cody Harrelson in that number 10 position. Paul's going to be starting in that 11th spot. Plumley in 12th. Followed by Brock Smith, 13th. Matt Bennett in 14th. Cohen's going to start in that number 15 position. Nick Nowak in 16th. Burke, 17th. Ward in 18th. Jeff Ives in that 19th spot. And rounding out the field is going to be at number 79. In the 20th position, it's going to be Alexander Good. Looking for that green flag as Vandenbush leads him. Ooh, a little bit of contact. When are they going to fire off as the pace truck pulls away? Pace truck pulls away looking for that green flag. Green flag is out. It's Smith that was leading the way. I was thinking Vandenbush. Vandenbush back to second. Here comes Noah in that 3rd spot. Almost 3 wide. 3 wide for second. Coming to start lap number 1 as we got contact in the field. Everybody trying to make it through. We got one up over the edge. That is Brock Smith up over the edge. He gets stuck in the wall. Brock Smith is probably going to have to take it down as Vandenbush is off the track. Vandenbush with a big tumble in that number 89. Ooh, big contact for second or 3rd. As Dan is going to push back, he's going to try and cross it for Buck. Contact everywhere as Vandenbush and Brock Smith, they both had to take it down. Brett and Noah second, Buck in 3rd. Daniel 4th, Winnicky 5th, Lance in 6th as we got big contact further back as Daniel's trying to hold on to that 33. Oh, we got one up and over. He keeps it straight. I don't know who it was. It was I'm not sure who it was. I think it was the 903 of Winnicky doing a wheelie there. As these guys are really stacked up. More contact as Lance pushes his way through. Winnicky trying to hold on. He's going to gain a little bit of breathing room. Lance is going to lead this group in the 6th spot as they're bouncing around. Here comes the Dirty Plum big contact. Paul cuts across the nose. The 53 of Braden's going to end up on his lid. Back on all four, but he loses the nose on that number 53. Back up to the front. We got a battle for that number one spot as Noah is going to take the lead away from Brett Smith. Noah, new race leader out front. Brett Smith in second. Buck is up to third. Buck in that number 3 spot. Up 4 positions here. Trying to get himself in that podium as Daniel cuts up underneath him. Oh, contact. Daniel's going to go to the right. Big issues for Daniel. He's going to get back out on the track. He's going to slide up underneath, try to get up underneath Whitaky. As we got a battle for the lead once again as Brett wants it back, trying to dig back up underneath Noah. Good racing up at the front. Brett tries to dig up underneath, but Noah's going to keep the lead as they complete lap number 2. Buck might be in that money spot if those two happen to get together. Currently rolling in that number 3 spot. Cody in 4th, Daniel 5th. The Dirty Plum in 6th. He's up 6 positions. Oh, we got contact as one is turned around. That is Cohen, I believe. Turned around, facing the wrong way. He's going to get it back to go the other way. Here is Zach trying to make his way up through. He's busted the nose off that number 56. Up to that 10th spot, make it 11th as Noah is going to get around him. So we're going to see that some of these guys go on a pit road and get there. Is it going to affect them? Oh, contact! As Austin gets in the back of Drapkin. Back up to the front. Let's go take a look at the battle for the lead. Still a little bit of space. 4/10 of a second at the closest. Colt, good old Buck in that 3rd and final podium spot. Can he stay there? Daniel in back up to the 4th spot as he finds a way around Winnicky. The Dirty Plum is closing in on all of them in that number 36. Trying to find the best battle on the track. It might be right around here. Where did... Oh, there it is. We got a battle here as Zach tries to get around Nowak. Gotta be Wonder Brooks. Oh, Braden having issues. Braden through the grass. Uh-oh, Brooks not happy right now. As Noah gets a little bit loose. Zach is going to take it. Here comes Austin, trying to take advantage by his mistakes and Nick Cage. He's going to be able to do it. He's going to slide up in front of Nick. Nick loses another spot. Here comes Matt Bennett. Digging as these guys are beating and banging. Cody is going to get turned around. Contact here is Alexander Good going to fall down the chart. Buck is falling back. He's back to that 6th position. And Daniel in that 3rd spot. The Dirty Plum in 4th. Here comes the battle for 3rd as the Dirty Plum is there. Keeping an eye on the battle for the lead. We're going to watch the number 2 spot, though, as Daniel has it. Chris Plumley wants it as he puts the pressure on that number 33. Dirty Plum in that purple Legion's machine in that number 36 all over the back of the number 33 bump drafted him and everything here tonight. Noah leads it. Brett 2nd, Daniel 3rd, the Dirty Plum in 4th. Where is Zach? Zach in that 9th position, ton of nose damage from that number 2. That's it. Back up to the front. Noah is going to come on the pit road in that number 71. It's the strategy here for Noah. Noah thinking about short pitting here maybe to be able to stay out at the break. As Zach comes on pit road, quite a few cars trucks coming on the pit road. Trying to short pit the deal, not have to pit during the break as we are coming to complete lap number 5. I think we're going to get the break next time by. 5 laps in the books as Brett leads the way. That is 100% what they were doing. Zach is getting get those tires. James Burke, Braden, and Ives all on pit road as Brett continues to lead. Here comes Plumley looking for it. He's got to get back in line. I'm going to be real interested to see how big of a difference these tires may or may not make. Maybe ask the question to one of the guys up at the top 3 for this different strategy, what their tire wear was and what it was at the end and what it was when they finished, as Brock Smith continues to battle the whole out of the lead. He's got less than a half a lap to do it, but Plumley all over him, a little bit of contact. Brock's going to dig out of that corner. He's going to keep the lead forward now. Plumley! Oh! He hit the berm, takes the roll, lands on all 4, but falls back to 4th. Wow! As Brett Smith leads the way as they come to the line, it's going to be at the caution. Brett Smith with the lead. Daniel, Winnicky, Plumley, Lance, Paul, Nowak, Noah, Cohen, Alexander Good. If it finishes that way, a couple guys on the pit road here still. So a bunch of different strategy being played. I gotta wonder what difference this is gonna make, if anybody's gonna pit. All right, what a first half here. What a half a race right here. All right, they're trying to figure out what to do here. What to do here as Brett is going to lead these guys to the green. It is a Delaware start, guys. It will be Brett out front all by himself. Brent all front all by himself. Then it's going to be Daniel and Cody side by side from there on back. All right, let's see. When are they going to go as they wait for those guys to go ahead and catch up? Looks like Vandenbush is on pit road. He's trying to take advantage of getting some new tires. Brock Smith doing the same in that number 46. Getting those tires as Brett Smith leads the way. Daniel and Cody Winnicky on that second row. Then we got the Dirty Plum and Lance just behind them as we're going to wait for... We got to wait for Brock to catch up to the field. It looks like Vandenbush is going to be here pretty quick. Brock pulling off of pit road in that number 46. But he is a lap down here still, so I don't know if it's going to make any difference for Brock taking those tires, as he is definitely a couple laps down on the field right now. Well, a lap down on the field. So we got one Smith at the top of the field, one Smith at the bottom of the field. All right, who is ready for the second half of this one, guys? Let me know in the chat. Are you guys ready? They're going to start rolling now as Brock has caught the field. Side by side for a second on back. I don't know what Daniel is doing. I guess he has no clue when the Delaware started. Daniel doesn't. Oh, there he goes. There he goes. All right, so he's going to get back behind him. Daniel's going to get that figured out, looking for the green flag this time by Who's your pick to win tonight's feature? Brett having a great night, but he's got a couple hot shoes behind him, and we got some fresh tires. We're going to see if fresh tires make a difference here tonight on the off-road trucks. Again, Zach make his way up. He's only back in that 9th or 10th position. They should be able to make some ground. A lot of cars didn't fit right before that break. Green flag is out. Green flag is out as Brock leads the way. Daniel's going to give Cody a bump. Daniel gets turned around. Big wreck. Big pile up as Lance cuts through the grass. Lance is going to come out, lose a ton of time as he gets the cut in the course. As Brock continues to lead as Noah is looking for that number 2 spot. Noah's been fast here all night long in that number 71 machine. Brett Ward, he has issues. He's going to jump to the pits. Contact further back. We got a mess back here. Austin Alexander. Here comes Brock Smith. Oh, contact as Daniel just doors Brock out of the way. Ives is going to get turned around. Daniel back here being a wrecking ball. Not happy about what happened earlier as Zach is up to that number 6 position in the number 56. Can he catch the leaders? Noah continues to lead. Plumley up to second. Brett Smith, Paul, as Nowak makes a massive slider on Zachary. Battle for that 5th position as we got more issues at the back of the pack. Brock Smith is going to jump to the pits as we jump back up to the front. Big battle for Paul on back. These guys racing so hard is allowing the leaders to drive away. We're going to have to see if these new tires make a difference as, oh, Zach is going to muscle his way through that 4th position. So Zach up to 4th, Paul next in his sights. So Zach is 5 seconds back from the leader. Can he get a good enough clip going in order to catch the leader? Not really sure. It's going to be interesting to see. He's going to really have to carry the clip. 11 to 12. Paul makes a mistake. Wheelie. Brett Smith. He's slid up to 4th. I just realized Noah out front. Plumley 2nd. Zach in 3rd. Zach in that number 3 position trying to chase down the leaders. Can he set the pace here tonight? Gonna be interesting to see if he can do it. As we got more issues in the pack, somehow everybody's staying straight except for Paul. He's gonna fall way back. Oh, Paul is gone. Paul is gone. He is manually disconnected as we go back up to Noah leading the pack in that number 71. There's Plumley in 2nd as we complete lap number 9. 9 laps in the books as here comes Zach pressuring for that number 2 position as he has definitely got some speed in that number 56. So tires looking to be the advantage, but he's still got 5 seconds to go to catch the leader regardless of getting around Plumley. He's going to make sure the Dirty Plum sliding to 2nd. Zach up to that number 2 spot. Plumley back to 3rd. Now we see how quick can he close. Does he have enough time? He's going to have to put in one heck of a clip in order to catch the leader here. We're talking more than a second a lap at this point. Does he have enough in that number 56? Noah Sanders dominating out front. 5.10 seconds in front of Zach as it looks like Plumley got loose. Plumley with an issue. Coming to the line, it is going to be 3 laps to go. 3 laps to go, and we got 4.5 seconds back to 2nd. The Dirty Plum trying to reel in our leader. Go see what's happening a little bit further back. These guys single file. Vanderbush by himself. Burke by himself. Cody Harrelson by himself. Nowak in 7th. Lance 8th. He's got pressure from Bennett as Bennett digs up underneath him. Lance in that number 8 position, gonna get a little bit of a bad bump there, but he's gonna keep the spot. Here comes the second person in line. Knight on the board, looking to try and get around Lance. As Zach is definitely closing in on the leader seriously, as Nick has got the emphasis. Got the draft penalty. I'm pretty sure that's what he had to do right there. That's going to move Lance up to 8th. Bennett up to that 7th position. Making their way around Buck. Buck's going to fall back. He's going to fight back on Lance as they're side by side. Three-way battle for that number 7 position. Plumlee out here struggling in that number 36. As here comes Burke going to pass Plumlee. Taking that number 4 spot, moving Plumlee back to 5th as Daniel Ash continues to have trouble. People are dropping like flies as it stands right now. The leader, though, 3 seconds in front of Zachary. A lap and a half left. Does Zach have enough time? He's 2.5 seconds back. When he got around second, he had 5 seconds back. He is closing in fast, 2.5 seconds. Closing in a hurry in that number 56. Can Zach get to the back of Noah? Will he use the bumper? That's going to be the big question as they come around. They're going to get 1 lap to go. 2 seconds back is Zach. Zach attack in that number 56. He is definitely cooking. Brandon Gibbs, thank you for the like. Appreciate it, buddy. White flag is out. 1 lap to go. Zach trying to reel in the leader. Let's jump in on the cockpit as he closes in. Absolutely perfect at this moment. No mistake being made. Get a little tight there. 1.3 seconds. He's got about 7/10 of a lap left. Closing in a hurry. Make it 1.2, 1.1. 1 second back. 1 second back. Half a track to go. Half a track to go. Can Zach get there? Will he use the bumper? Oh, he lost a little bit of ground there. 1.2 seconds back. He might not have enough time. As we got lap traffic up ahead, Daniel just ahead of the leader. As Zachary is trying to close in. 1 second, less than 1 second back from the leader, but he's only got 2/10 of a lap left. He is running out of time. Through the final couple corners, Noah should be able to hold on as they come out the final corner. Hold on to it, Noah. Hold on to it, as he is going to be tonight's winner. Zachary second. Vandenbush comes home in that number 3 position. Burke in 4th. Cody in 5th. That was crazy. Wow. I thought Zach was coming, made a couple mistakes on that last lap, but getting those tires was definitely the move to make. What a race. Everybody across the line so I can go through tonight's results. What a freaking race by the top 3. We had comers and goers. That was the best example of dirt tire wear I have ever seen on the sim. That was freaking awesome. All right, tonight's feature. Let's go ahead and pull up this results. It's going to be Noah with the win. Zach in second. Going to be Vandenbush in that number 3 position. No, it sucked. I loved it. Sorry, Noah with the win. Zach second. Vandenbush in 3rd. It's going to be Burke in that number 4 position. Cody in 5th. Dirty Plum in 6th. Going to be Colton in that number 7 position. Lance in 8th. Followed by Nick Nowak in 9th. It's going to be Cohen in that number 10 position. Austin in 11th. Followed by Alexander in 12th. It's going to be Daniel in 13th. Matt Bennett in 14th. Cody 15th. Cody Winicky in 15th. Brett Smith 16th. Paul 17th. Jeff Ives 18th. Brock Smith and Braden rounding out the field. Let's go find our top 3. They should be in Discord. Should be in Discord. Let's go ahead as we get ready for tonight's podium. Noah's in there. All right, so let's get ready for the KDW podium. All right, so let's go find a good view of these guys. I'm going to go try and bring in that top 3. Oh, man, Vandenbush with a ton of damage on the nose of that number 89. We're going to go take a minute and probably bring him in first. That's what we're going to do. What's up, Bush?
How's it going?
Man, what a race. That was a lot of ups and downs. You're missing a nose on that number 89. Whew. Tell me about that one.
I don't think I've ever done that in the history of my career. Starting in front, going all the way to the back, and coming back up to the podium.
Yeah, that was insane. I saw you went ahead and took tires just before the break. How big of a difference did that make?
Oh God, because I was a lap down, I was able to squeeze in my pit while they were on comp yellow, unlike them. So I had an extra lap. I could go on my tires compared to most of the guys, and man, they made a difference. Those guys that did not pit,
oh yeah,
I passed them with flying colors.
I'm just kind of curious where your tires at right now.
I did not check, but based on practice, they would probably be sitting at like 70. Nick mentioned his was sitting at 50% tread left, so
wow,
it makes a difference.
It definitely does. Definitely does. That was an amazing example with people pitting and not pitting. And watching Plumley drop like a rock was definitely a different position than we're used to.
Oh yeah, a lot of guys are talking strategy before this race. This is the first race with the new update. Nobody knew what was going to happen and what we wanted to do. And the rule AMX went with was, yeah, if you want to pit, you can pit, but where you come out at the end of the pit is where you restart.
For sure. Well, great run here tonight. Why don't you give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
First, I want to thank you and MDI for broadcasting, and then Justin Trim. And then we have Buchanan's Paints, KDW, R&M Automotive, RTL, and of course the 906 Dirt guys coming on.
Well, great run here tonight, and I'm going to try and make these pretty quick, but thanks for putting on a heck of a show.
All right, have a good night.
No problem. We're going to pull in our second place driver. Well, we know you're the best third place interview in the business. Are you the best second place? That's going to be the question tonight.
We'll try.
You sound tired. Man.
No.
What a rough first half for you, though. I mean, you knocked the nose off of it, coming up through the field, and then you short pit before the end of that first half of the race. How big was that?
To be honest, I don't think I could have done it without pitting. The first half of the race, when we knocked the nose off, we definitely threw the front end off. and it was just like driving. It was like driving on an ice rink. The thing would throw itself left and right. I went off the big jump and almost took me and Nick out, and I was like, this is just not going to work. So I took the gamble, got the truck fixed, got some new rear tires, and fortunately we blew the nose off pretty quickly after the restart. But well, not as bad as before, but we got back where we needed to be, and I'm just stoked to be back up on the box for 2 weekends in a row, or I don't even know how many weekends in a row, to be honest.
Well, I'll tell you what. The one thing I do know, and we both know, is you were digging at them there, closing in on Noah. Did you think you had enough time at one point there? I mean, you had knocked off like two seconds plus in one lap.
Oh, 100%. So I did just find out me and Noah Noah got tires a lap before I did, and I was like, how am I not? Because when we came up, I feel bad for Plum because Plum was running such a good race, and unfortunately the new update just killed it because he didn't unfortunately didn't get tires. This was kind of a gamble for a lot of people whether you could actually last the race without tires or not. And fortunately, this new update it just killed it, and now you need tires. So we'll see what the next one brings because it's going to be a very unique race for the next couple races, either at Crandon or the next track we're going to.
Strategy definitely interesting here. Being able to take tires throws a different little thing in there, and definitely was the winning move as you've seen here. I mean, it was weird watching Plum. I know Plumley said he hated the update, but I mean, I think it adds a little bit of realism. I mean, before you could just hold it wide open, and a little bit of heat might affect how much your tires stick, but other than that, you could always get the temperatures down and have the same grip again. I mean, what does that realism do for you in these races?
Well, realistically, I do like it a little bit, but I even talked to some of my actual buddies at Race Pro 2, and they said it doesn't super affect it towards the end of the race. Like, yes, you can smoke the tires off of it, but it doesn't get to where it's impossible to drive. It's still hooked up. So it does bring a little bit of realism, especially because when you're going into the corner, the thing just has absolutely no grip. It's fun and it's not. I'm just stoked that iRacing's taking some effort towards the dirt road side. Hopefully a little bit of changes will be made forward, but other than that, them putting any effort towards this and bringing us hopefully some new tracks soon, I'll take anything we can get at this point.
Well, great run here today. Get any friends, family, sponsors you want to give a shout out to?
I always got friends and family that support me on the real world and the sim world. First off, James, big shout out to you and the whole stream. Everybody that watches is awesome. I love going back and watching it. Redline Oil, Signature Propellers, Competitive Edge Performance, Jared Waddle, doing everything we always do. Waddle Industries, Sign Pros, EBCO, McMullen Transaxle, Skydive Elsinore, and Down South Motorsports. This truck is always hooked up, and it looks good. We first raced on the new wrap with this thing bringing life to the real Pro Buggy, so glad it looks good and hopefully look good on the stream.
Well, great run here tonight, and as always a pleasure to have in the booth. And I got one more thing for you.
Hello.
I think it's Nathan. No,
it's definitely Nathan.
All right, good run here tonight. Have a good night, bud.
Bye, James. Have a great night.
Later. All right, let's go ahead and bring in our race winner. Whoo, man, you held on. Good thing that thing wasn't another lap longer.
Yeah, dropping probably would have got me there. I was losing tires, man.
You know, that short pit, and you pitted just a lap before him. I mean, how big of a strategy was that for you? I mean, who would have thought one lap earlier would have made the difference that got you the win over Zach?
Right. Well, it was a huge gamble. We were talking over as a team, 906. They all thought I was nuts for going in there. I was leading, like, last second, dive in there, grab tires, no gas, nothing, got out of there. Struggled to get my feet back under me, but I managed to get it. Zach, he had a run. If we would have had one more lap, I don't think I'd have held him off.
So tire wear definitely playing a huge role. Definitely a funny feel for you, but you were fast all night. It wasn't a fluke that you were out front.
I had my mistakes here and there. I think I punted a couple guys in the heats, and that's my fault. I'm not that kind of guy, but sorry to those guys. Sorry if I hit you in the main here, but you got to be aggressive, and driving up front, it gets tough. But yeah.
So we got a new name change. Instead of Noah Sanders, it's going to be Noah Sunzer.
Yeah, right. No.
Well, great run here tonight. Phenomenal race. Good race plan. I know everybody thought you were nuts, but we all know who's not nuts now as you take the victory home tonight. Why don't you get a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
Sure. Got to start out by saying hey to all the guys at Flying Dutchman Off Road, Mikey, Matt, Rayford, Dylan, C-Pod, all them guys, Schultz Brothers, Sean Springstrow. Gotta give a huge shout out to 906, Jeff backing me over there, Smitty's, Austin, Burke, all them guys, Plumley. Uh, Huge shout out to AMX for putting this on. Have fun week in, week out when I can make it. I also got to say thanks to you, James, at MDiTV for putting this on for us too. I just here to have fun, good time, and hoping we can keep this going and everyone gets along, you know.
Well, great win here tonight. Go enjoy it, and I will see you next week. At the back, though.
Appreciate it. Yeah, that's all right.
Have a good one, bud.
Thanks, buddy.
Noah with the big win here tonight. Let's just go ahead. We did miss the street stocks. I'm going to go through the sponsors one more time. We got to thank BGM Racing. They are the street stock sponsor, but we weren't able to broadcast that one as not enough people showed up. Of course, the title sponsor for this one, Just a Trim Lawn Service out of Green Bay, Wisconsin. We got Buchanan Paints. That is the podium over on Street Stocks, but we got to give them a shout here because we did not get a chance to run that one. And KDW, make sure you guys go check them out if you want to paint. Also, they are the podium sponsor here. As you can see, Hard Charger sponsor is going to be 906 Dirt. Cleanest Driver sponsor is going to be 906 Dirt also. Of course, the Hard Luck sponsor is going to be R&M Automotive, both series. And Knockout Challenge sponsor is going to be RTL Refuse to Lift Apparel. Thank you guys for coming out as always, and until next time, be safe and have a good night.